The best of money matters. Wealth Tracker.
Welcome to the Wealth Tracker, where we dive into the uncharted territories of niche investment strategies that promise to redefine wealth. Hello, I'm Hongbin Jeong. Wine has always been a symbol of celebration, craftsmanship, and culture, but increasingly it's also becoming an asset class, a tangible investment that blends passion with portfolio strategy. Across Asia, a new generation of collectors in their 30s is reshaping the wine world, driven as much by curiosity, lifestyle, as by the pursuit of long-term value. Recognizing the shift, premier wine cellar brand K Cellars has opened its first international outpost in Singapore, catering to a growing community of young, globally minded investors. But what makes wine so investable, and why are more young investors looking into wine as investments? To find out more, I'm joined by Victor Choy, who is the Executive Director of K Cellars and Certified Sommelier. Hi, Victor. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Victor, wine has long been associated with, heritage and culture, but now it's increasingly part of modern investment portfolios. What do you think is driving this shift? I mean, why has it become more of an investment? How have you seen attitudes toward wine collecting evolve over the past decade?
Actually, one of the type of investment portfolio, but just like the old money, they just keep it as a hobby. But like from many years, they found out that, okay, in my portfolio, actually wine is inflated a lot as well. So more people find it out, and because it's like very definitive items, like pecan, actually, from time to time, when you're drinking the wine, it's decreasing the quantity as well. So actually, people find it a good investment, and more people find it out. And more people dig into this market.
Well, now young professionals in their 30s are building wine collections, not just for enjoyment, but as part of their broader wealth and lifestyle portfolio as well. Who are these new generation collectors? What's making wine as an investment so attractive for young people at the moment?
Actually, there are many different level of price. Yeah, like the super rich kids, they buy the very expensive stuff, but also someone buying some premium wine in a medium price range, which is around, let's say, 300 Singapore dollars. And yeah, because besides investment, of course, it's associated with lifestyle and also social network as well. So like a group of similar social status and wealth people, they can enjoy together, then also have a social functions. They can gathering together and then share some info and other networks.
So what are some of the trends you're seeing amongst this generation? How does the younger demographic approach wine differently from traditional collectors in terms of taste, spending, and mindset?
I think the younger generation drink wine in more diverse way. Like the very elder collectors, they try to focus in a few very big names, like the most prestigious 10 to 20. They always keep that, like La Hua, DLC, or Lafite, those big names. But the younger generations, they try to sort out more new things, like from La Hua to Charles Lassalle, some younger producer, even some newer regions like outside Bordeaux, maybe not even Burgundy, they go for La Zhuha, even Japan or China. They're looking for some new things that they are more interested in.
Okay, so from an investment standpoint, what makes wine investable?
Because it's finities, right? And like the old vintages you keep, then they will not increase. Like Bitcoin is fixed quantity, right? But for the wine, if anyone in this world drink it, then the quantity, so it will be only more valuable, not in the other way.
So then how do global market trends or climate change or shifts in production affect the value of fine wines? Does it?
There are two main trends. One is because Robert Parker have retired. Let's put it this way, Robert Parker likes something very big. So now his influence is less and less. So people try to look in other different styles as well. And other thing is the climate change. Because of global warming, the traditional region actually getting warmer. Like Bordeaux, Burgundy is getting warmer and warmer. And some very marginal wine-producing region which is too cool to make ripe wine in the old days now become actually very perfect for wine. Like cooler park, like Champagne, like Zhuha, even like Hokkaido, Japan, England, this very cool place. In the old days, that cannot make wine. Now could make some very excellent wine as well. That I think we investor can short out to like Hokkaido or some this kind of region.
Well, then are there particular regions, vintages, or labels that tend to hold or increase value over time?
Burgundy is very hot right now, and Bordeaux this year have a big cut, but I think it's almost go to the bottom that we can be invested in Bordeaux. And I think one very safe choice is champagne. Champagne always goes up.
Oh, very interesting. Well, then, for someone new to wine investment, what are some common pitfalls or misconceptions to watch out for?
I could only learn from my own lesson. One very terrible lesson is like I drink the wine too early.
Oh.
So they like raise the price 10 times after that. I'm so regret now.
Oh.
Another one, that's one common mistake that people always make is they only buy the good vintages. And actually, in my career, normally it's the like cheaper, lesser vintage that can earn more because the price is low, and actually the percentage growth actually is bigger for weaker vintage to me. Yeah.
Okay. Then, for young investors looking to start their own collection, where should they begin?
I think it also depends on every client's preference. I think they should buy what they like because I have many wine collectors clients and they all store different things. Some like Burgundy. I got a client have a whole room of Italian wine, all Montalcino, very expensive old stuff. It really depends. Some like champagne, some like New World things. It really depends. And I think they should start with something that they are really interested in, that they can have the passion to shop something that they like. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other practical tips on buying the best wine?
I think they should only buy some good source that are reputable because there's too many information on the internet. So you can easily find or compare the price amongst wine merchants. But sometimes they may have like 1 or 2% cheaper, but the storage conditions or the source may not be that good. So I think a good source is very important for long-term investment.
All right. Well, proper storage seems to be a critical factor in maintaining a wine's value as well. So, Victor, how does storage directly impact the condition and resale value of a wine?
Let me put it this way. If you have go to any wine auctions, you will see a lot of remarks like how the condition of the label or something. And you will always see a remarks called US label, which means the wine is taxed and custom in US. It is because like in the 1890s, there are no proper wine storage in US. So a lot of wine collectors found that if the wine are in US or had been stored in US, it will have like lesser good conditions. So they will have a discount on this kind of US label wine in that period of time. That like very emphasize how storage is so important to the condition and the value of wine.
Very interesting. So how do facilities like K Cellars, support collectors, not just in, preservation, but in building and managing their portfolios as well?
Well, K Cellar is a private wine storage facility that we keep the temperature and humidity conditions in the best way. And also we have a very good security system as well. Of course, the most important part is you need to keep your collections, wine portfolio in a very good conditions. And if you resell, let's say if you sell to an auction house, they will see where do you buy, where do you store your wine, and then they will have someone to index. That is very important if you need to resell some days.
So what makes Singapore then an ideal location for a wine cellar and for growing a community of collectors?
K Cellar has been in Hong Kong for more than 10 years. So we found out Singapore is very similar to it. It's international. Its economy is vibrant. The law is good as well. So we find it very easy to operate. And then the clientele is very good. The drinking scene is booming now. And as you know, more and more wealthy people from the world is coming to Singapore. Yeah, that's why we pick it.
Okay. Well, before we let you go here, Victor, what's the one bottle you think every young collector should have?
Every young collector should have this one is difficult. I think it's very hard to stereotype, but if they did not try Takahiko from Japan, which is called the DLC in Japan, they should try to have it, yeah.
All right. Some great insights from you there. Thank you so much, Victor, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Victor Choy, who is the Executive Director of K Cellars and Certified Sommelier. So this has been The Wealth Tracker with me, Hongbin Jeong.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance.
Money FM 89.3